Hi everybody, it's Dr. Minette Riordan with North Texas Kids Magazine here with a super fun, super easy craft for you. Next week is Teacher Appreciation Week, May 2nd through May 6th, or this would make a great Mother's Day craft for next Sunday, May 8th. So lots of opportunities coming up to make something really fun with your kids to give as a gift or to decorate your own house. We're making tissue or actually magazine paper flowers. I love making tissue paper flowers. Have made a lot of them, and Liz, who's one of the new team members here at North Texas Kids, and I were trying to think of something fun to do with one of our events, and we decided to come up with this idea. You can see these beautiful flowers, this whole bouquet made out of leftover magazines. Now I am a huge fan of Oprah magazine, and I have lots of stacks of them lying around the house, and you know, what do you do with them other than recycle them? So we decided how fun would it be to make our flowers out of magazines. And I want you to look at some of these crazy colors on these pages that would make beautiful flowers. And this is so fun and simple to do for kids because all you have to do is rip the page out of the magazine, rip it into 4 pages, or you could do a couple of smaller pages. Kids love shredding paper. It's a great way for them to get their energy out. Even if they don't want to make the flowers, you could just have them be shredding the paper for you. All you need are magazines and pipe cleaners and scissors. I've got plain straight edge scissors, and I have some fun fluted scissors. I've pre-cut a few of my circles with some of the fluted edges that are really fun and pretty as well. And the one thing you have to remember is that you're going to roll the top. I don't know if you guys can see that or not, but I'm just making a little curved end here on the top of the flower. And this is going to be the center of the flower, and it's what's going to stop the petals from falling off. Remember, you can do this with newspaper, you can do it with tissue paper, you can do it with magazines. All you're going to do is take the other end, the pokey end, and one at a time, you're just going to poke the petals through there. If you're doing this with your kids, you need to remind them to be gentle and not yank the petals off, because if you're not careful, they come right off. So you want to kind of poke them on there one at a time. The kids' favorite part is this part where they get to scrunch them all. And the tighter that you scrunch the petals, the prettier actually they become at the end. And the more petals that you put on a flower, the fuller your flower will be. Let's put some of these pretty purple ones on here. So this was an ad for some weight loss campaign. And there was like 6 pages, and these are really thick. We'll see if we can get them on there. But the color was so beautiful that I wanted to make sure I added a little color. And also that one doesn't have a torn edge. It has a fluted edge, but you can see how as we start to add them, it makes a really pretty, beautiful flower. And like I said, the more you add on there, so we could add some texture and some color. So here's another white one where you could see the purple kind of holding through. Super, super simple. And if you're like me and think they ought to have a little bit of green on them, here's one that I made where I actually added some leaves. I found an ad that was bright green, and these I just tore strips of, and then I took the strips, and I've lost my pencil. All I did was take the strips and curl them around the edge of a pencil, and the magazine actually stays curled, very much like curling ribbon. You could probably do it with a scissor as well. Let's curl our other end here, so that we have these beautiful sort of fluted edges, and then just like we did with the other petals, we just stuck them on there. The thicker paper you definitely have to work with a little bit, and all of a sudden you have a very simple, very beautiful flower. We made a whole bouquet, Maggie and I. It took us about, I don't know, 20-30 minutes sitting on the couch to make this pretty bouquet. We used a mason jar. You could wrap the mason jar with scrapbook paper, with yarn. You could do a collage on there using Mod Podge, and also pictures from a magazine, and glitter glue, and maybe some fun little stick-on jewels. And that's a super, super easy, affordable, fun craft that's also very green, and a great way to use some of those favorite magazines you have lying around the house. Happy crafting. I'm Dr. Minette Riordan with NorthTexasKids.com.